What is up, guys? Junior's Way here, and in this video I want to talk about no other than the upcoming New York Pro, the big hype, the big showdown with the two guys. But before I get into that, Justin won the Indy Pro last weekend. We already know that. Mohammed Elman, he took second from Russia, and Blessings, of course, third place, which people thought that maybe he would have placed higher, but not exactly maybe win the show. Anyways, it's still a good placing for him. Some people might have had him bringing in second or maybe winning the show. Nevertheless, the showdown was all about Nick versus Blessings and the New York Pro, of course, but people were waiting to see what Blessings look like to make their pick. And that's the thing, man. I do not know how some people choose a bodybuilder and have them favorite, and because of their conditioning or something, because of their legs or their back, they decide to take another bodybuilder, unless like you're betting and you're making money off of this. But if what I'm saying is that if you have one bodybuilder that you like, you stick to them. You just don't go switching up bodybuilders. And if that's your favorite guy and he came in off or something with his legs or his back, or he hold water, it is what it is. All right, imagine how he feels with that placing, and you're just a fan. Anyways, getting to back originally what I was going to get at. So we already know that Justin won, so he might be one of the favorite or the favorite to dominate the show. However, it seems as though Nick has more or less likely made some improvements. If you check out his Instagram, you could see him making videos and posting his updates every day, whether it's a training video or just a physique update from the front for the back. He's been putting it out there and he's been doing his thing. So I think with the placing of Blessings being third, I do not think a lot of people said that, he's no, he should not even be compared to Nick now. He's out. So people do not really see him as, except for the fans or the people that believe in him, see him coming in at top 3 again. Now, I do not think that's going to happen. Now, coming back to what I just said, Hassan, all right. Now, I already did a video on Hassan and I said, he can possibly win it and he looks good. He just has muscle everywhere. He just has that wrong wild factor look with his quads. This is Egyptian guys. They have great like quad sweep or great legs. A lot of guys, not only these guys like Big Ramy and him and so on, but a lot of guys from the Middle East and a lot of other Egyptians bodybuilders, amateur bodybuilders, you can see that they all have great legs. So seems as though legs is a big thing, always a big thing. All right, so going back to Blessings now, that might put Blessings in a position not to be in the top 3, of course. So I think the big showdown is between Mustafa, Justin, and Nick. It's possible that Justin can win again. Justin does look damn good. He looks good, and he can improve, of course, providing that, I do not know, maybe he peaked there and maybe he wouldn't peak again this weekend, or maybe he will just dial in better. Just time to see that. And of course, funny thing though is that Nick last year in the Chicago Pro, he brought 4th place, and Hassan brought 4th place at the New York Pro. Now Ian won that show, the New York Pro, and of course Akeem won the Chicago Pro. So it's kind of interesting to see. Imagine if a guy like Akeem was going to come inside there. More or less likely Akeem, unless he comes in off his condition, he would have won it. But now it's all about Justin. I really want to see where Justin would, if Justin is going to beat both these guys, or if Nick is going to really step up his game, or Hassan is just going to bring in that conditioning, which, and I know there was a picture that kind of went viral where people say he looks fat, he looks off. Now I'm not gonna use Ramadan as an excuse to say that. There's 2 ways to look at it. Oh, he's dieting, he's fasting, maybe he should burn more fat, he should come in better condition. But I have not done Ramadan. A lot of people haven't been through Ramadan, so I do not know what it's like. But if he doesn't come in good or whatever, might use Ramadan and say maybe it is, or maybe it might not be Ramadan because of the way he looks. But I still think he looks damn good. All right. And I mean, guys like Nick and Justin, they could be looking good way up into the show. And when the show they come, who knows, maybe Hassan with that fat look that he had posing with Flex Wheeler, maybe he comes in better. So it's any one of these guys' show. I cannot really pick a guy to win the show, which and I would like to see. I would love to see Hassan win it. All right, he's been battling for years, and of course, I'm not taking anything away from Nick. I mean, even though some people still think, well, all right, his time isn't there as yet. You know, Justin has been banging and banging for years, but I mean, I would say I prefer somebody else to win it. Justin already qualified, and the idea, what I would like to think and would like to see is another bodybuilder going into the Olympia. Not the same guy winning 2 shows. I mean, so definitely I think it's going to be, for me personally, my pick is between Hassan and Nick. All right, which in I still think that Justin can come in second or even win the show, but I prefer to see those two guys battle it out. Maybe, who knows? Unless one of these guys really slip up, like Hassan or something slip up. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Blessing could come in third, but I don't see it happening. Maybe Blessings might be fifth place or out of the top 5, but I do not see him placing higher than 5. All right, fifth place. So those are my thoughts, and like I said, all the pictures, all the talk, all the videos, and all the hype about how a guy looks, we've seen that so many times, even to the big shows like the Arnold Classic and the Olympia, where guys look all good, fired up, and then in a couple of minutes they look good, they look worse at the finals. But we know people look, and you could have seen that Blessing improved from prejudging, and he tightened up more and looked a bit more, you know, like hard and so on to the finals. At least for me, that's what I saw. He looked better. So who knows what improvements he can make, but the big thing with Blessings is the legs, and I do not think he can fix that in such a short time. So definitely I think he's not going to place higher than top 5. I would say maybe Justin can come in second or third, but I think it's gonna be a tight battle. Something is just telling me that Nick might win this show because he's super confident, he's improved. He just looks like a mini Hulk coming there, man. He just looks like a mini Hulk, and so does Hassan. So it's gonna be an interesting battle. I'm really excited about this show here with these 3 guys battling it out. And I think it's gonna be between one of these guys. So those are my predictions, guys. I'm not gonna drag the video on. It's a really tight show, all right, because we have seen Blessings, what he looks like. We have seen what Justin looks like. We haven't seen what exactly Nick and Mustafa look like this year. They haven't been on the stage, so it's their first show for the year. So I would like it to be a Nick versus Mustafa. All right, if you made it this far, enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Also remember to please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell button for notifications. Until my next video, peace, take care, and stay safe.